This is the Xbot Go. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you actual footage, game footage, a couple of soccer games that I shot with this. This was shot with an iPhone 12 and we shot it on a 12-foot high tripod. But this is the Xbot Go T1. I have this as well. This would be fine for, like if you're trying to pack in super lightly. And what I'm going to share with you are my thoughts on the Xbot Go now. Let's start with the setup of the gimbal and the location on the field. To get the best results, it's really important to follow all the setup instructions in the manual. Aligning the notch on the gimbal handle with the center line of the soccer pitch and choosing the shooting options such as resolution and size of teams is really important. 7x7, 11x11, for example. As the manufacturer points out, when mounting the phone in the fold holder, try to balance the phone so it does not tilt to the right or left before turning on the power. Make sure it's all balanced. That'll put less work into the motors and it will save power, but it'll also save the motor. The height of the phone. Now for an 11-11 game, for example, my recommendation is you go with the 12-foot high tripod. You'll get much better results with that. Consider also having some weights. Maybe grab a bag or a sandbag or something like that for the base, just in case the wind picks up a little bit. For 7x7 games, the recommendation is 8 feet, and that totally makes sense to me. Can you get away with the ground level, that little 5-foot tripod I showed you earlier? You can, but the looking down perspective that you get with a 12-foot tripod, I just think looks amazing. The app's available in the iOS and Android, but I only tested it with the iOS. The remote control is necessary to start and stop recording, but given that your phone is now 8 feet and 12 feet in the air, it's actually really handy. The remote allows you to choose various options, starting and stopping recording, taking a photo, steering or adjusting the phone position, and mark. When a goal is scored or other important play, it's really easy for you to identify this inside the finished video when it's done. However, I did find the lights on the remote are a bit hard to see in bright sunlight when switching functions. Example, control video, take photo, change direction, and that can make it a little bit tricky if you're not absolutely sure which function you're on. The phone gives a decent beep sound when starting recording and a double beep when it stops recording, which is terrific auditory feedback. iPhone users that own an iWatch, you can use their iWatch as a remote control and also preview the phone's display. I think that is remarkable. Who is the device for? The target market of this device are parents, players, or team coaches who want to record games and can't justify the expense and long-term commitment of a subscription model. The footage can be really useful in assembling a highlight reel for a player or a coach to provide some feedback on player skills and development. The good news is there's no need to create an Xbot Go account if you're just recording games. However, an account is needed if you want to live stream the game or take advantage of their cloud storage option. It folds up really small, pop it in your bag. If you're using the small tripod, it's really terrific. If you're using the big tripod, you're gonna want to pack in and maybe even set up about 15 or 20 minutes before the game. Probably want to talk to the referee as well. But also, terrific value, highly recommend. Now on occasion, it did miss the action, and that's gonna happen. As the AI sort of picks up and understands soccer, it's trying its best, but every so often it does miss the action. So it's not perfect, but man, for the price, it's amazing.